Welcome to Mishna, Taanit, Perek Dal, Mishnah Aleph. Over here in this Mishnah, last Perek, we're going to speak about the Birkat Kohanim that's done. So usually we have Birkat Kohanim once in the morning during Shahari time. Sometimes if we have Musaf, we'll do it a second time, right? So over here, this Mishnah, we're going to say that there's a time, we'll see it's according to Rabbi Meir's opinion, that you could have Birkat Kohanim 4 times a day. Okay? That's going to be our Mishnah. So, Bishlosha Perakim Bashana, הכהנים נושאים את כפיהם 4 פעמים ביום, בשחרית, במוסף, במנחה ובנעילת שערים. Right, so you could have Birkat Kohanim 4 times a day, Shacharim, Musaf, Mincha, and what we call today Ne'ilah. Right, those are the 4 tefillot. When does this happen? B'ta'aniyot, right, on the fast day, Uvma'amadot, and Ma'amad. Right, we'll speak about what the Ma'amadot are, and Yom Kippurim. Right, and Yom Kippur as well, right? So, firstly, this Mishnah, right, you have to really fix it a little over here because on Taanit we don't really say Musaf, right? So the way to really understand this Mishnah is that there are 3 times a year where the Kohanim say Birkat Kohanim in every single tefillah that they're going to pray, and sometimes it could be up to 4 tefillot, right? As we have on Yom Kippur and some of the Ma'amadot, as we'll see, right? So. Right, again, because we mentioned because there's no on the Ta'anit on the fast day there is no musaf, right? That's what we said with now. This is according to Rabbi Meir. Rabbi Meir holds that you could say Birkat Kohanim even during Mincha time. Now, why do I say only according to Rabbi Meir? Because we know it's an argument between Rabbi Meir and Rabbi Yosef of whether, right? Everyone agrees that you say you do Birkat Kohanim in Shacharit, in Musaf, and in Ne'ilah. What about during Mincha time, right? So. On a regular day during Mincha, the Kohanim do not say Birkat Kohanim. Why? Because it's a time when people will drink wine and people could be drunk. And we know we're not allowed to say, we're not allowed to, with Kohanim, we're not allowed to work in the Beit HaMikdash when they're drunk. They're also not allowed to say Birkat Kohanim to bless the people when they're drunk, right? So because it's a time where people can be drunk, so therefore we don't have Birkat Kohanim in Mincha time. Now, what happens on a day where there is no eating or drinking? On a fast day, on Yom Kippur, are we going to say, right? Do we add a Birkat Kohanim in Mincha or no? And that's the discussion. That's the argument over here. It's not mentioned in the Mishnah, but Hanabam brings it down over here. This Mishnah is according to Rabbi Meir, but Rabbi Yosef argues and says that no, anytime during Mincha you never have Birkat Kohanim because of a time when it could be when people are could be drunk during Mincha time. So Halim they came and said no Birkat Kohanim during any Mincha. Yeah, so that's the machloka between the two of them. And when it comes to Ne'ilah, right, which is also late in the day, how can we say over there we say it's okay to say Birkat Kohanim then? It's right after Mincha time. So because Ne'ilah, we only say on days where no one's drinking, right? There's not going to be anyone drunk. So therefore, we're not gozer and we allow everyone to say without the Kohanim to say Birkat Kohanim. Who's halacha like? Halacha is like Rabbi Yosef. Right, Rabbi said that we don't have Birkat Kohanim during Mincha ever, right? Except, right, with the exception here, right? Because sometimes during a fast day we do have Birkat Kohanim. If you pay attention, when we have Birkat Kohanim, it's always going to be very late in the day. But if you have a Birkat Kohanim even on a fast day during Mincha Gedolah, in earlier time, which is a time when people would be drinking, you are not allowed to say Birkat Kohanim. And I remember being younger, growing up, and we would pray in high school, right? There would not be Birkat Kohanim. If you go later on in the day, towards the end, when you pray Mincha Arbit and Shul, right? Then they would say Birkat Kohanim, and this really follows the argument, right, between Rabbi Meir and Rabbi Yosef and being posek like Rabbi Yosef, as we mentioned in our Mishnah.